was the same like today. It's the same like in the 70s. I had to have a sponsor to bring along to pay for my inexperience in the first year to damage cars and engines and whatsoever. And I had a sponsor lined up to go to March at the time. And unfortunately, my sponsor, because my grandfather interfered being the chairman of a bank, that it didn't happen in the end. And then I had to go and find more money or the same money again. And the only way I had is through a credit. So basically I went for a loan to overcome this shortcoming of a sponsor, to give them a life insurance, because the first question was, if you'd get killed, what's going to happen? I said, fine, I go and pay myself a life insurance. And I have to say, then I negotiated with them and said, but the sponsorship you have on my helmet, you have to pay for the interest rate yourself. So the bank gave me a free loan to be paid back in 5 years with no interest rate, because this was the advertising.
Then how would you pay the money back? What would you have done, do you think?
I don't know, work somewhere else and get the money together and pay it back. I mean, it was clear for me that I have to pay it back. I was take the risk, because 5 minutes before the whole thing was signed, my sponsor stopped. So everything was lined up normally, like today, you bring a sponsor and off you go. And then I had a crisis like you do not believe, because the sponsor suddenly wasn't there anymore. And then I had to find this credit line to keep me running. To take the drive for March. And then March was bankrupt by the end of the year. So for me the situation was worse.
72, yeah.
72, because I had no car and paid the money. And then I got my way through Louis Stanley's negotiations in the autumn as a third driver to Beltoise, Regazzoni, Fred Langer.
Bernd Schuppen?
No.
Yeah, Bernd was there too.
Bernd Schuppen and me.
Yeah.
And then I promised again sponsorship, which I didn't have. And convinced I had until April to pay the first rate of the sponsorship, because this is what I negotiated, hoping to perform. And then my next question was, if I'm now be your driver swapping seats with the other one, I want to be the first to start the season. Logic. And Stanley didn't understand what I was after, and he let me be the first. And then, thank God, in Johannesburg, in Kyalami, Regazzoni got hurt because he was burned in the car, very little.
Yeah, Mike Hailwood.
And then I kept going, because I never had to switch to the other. I lost the race because of Regazzoni's accident. Then I would have been out and the other guy in the car. And so I made my way all the way until May in Monaco. And in Monaco, I was lying third, I think, in the car, with driving in front of the Ferraris.
I remember.
Doing a very good job. And then that evening, Stanley came to me and said, listen, I know that you have troubles with your sponsorship. I offer you now a free drive, because I believe in your performance. It gets worse. It gets worse. Because whenever I left Salzburg, where I had an office shared with my cousin, and there was a secretary there, whenever I left, I said, whenever Ferrari calls, contact me immediately. This was the running joke. And after Monte Carlo dinner on Sunday night, where Stanley offered me the free drive for 2 years, this season and the next season, I came home, and Monday morning, the secretary rang me and said, Ferrari called. I said, don't give me this bullshit. No. Call this guy, Montezemolo, and he wants to see you. Called him, long story short, went down on Tuesday to Maranello, and they offered me a drive. So I said, shit. No, but as in my honest way, I went at the Commendatore. I've signed a contract with BRM yesterday, or I have a commitment. And the old man said to me, don't worry, I'm going to sort this out. So from my point of view, I thought they will find an arrangement or whatever. So I asked again when I signed the contract, you going to sort this BRM out? Yeah, we're going to sort this BRM out.
And he did.
Wait, and then I signed the Ferrari. And then the Silverstone race came, no, the Brands Hatch race came, I think. And suddenly there was a rumor in the paddock that BRM will put an injunction on the Ferrari transporters in England because of my breach of contract. And then I panicked and went to Bernie and said, Bernie, I have this problem. Don't worry, I fix it for you, he said. I never forget it. And in the end, there was no injunction. There was a fight going on for a while between Ferrari and BRM. And then Louis Stanley ran out of money, and then BRM stopped anyway. So I was very lucky going this risky way, and then ended up with Ferrari.
Tell me about the time that you and James shared a flat in London.
We didn't share a flat. I slept a couple of times in his flat because I had no flat at the time. But we never shared a flat. I slept, I asked him, I have nowhere to sleep, can I stay with you?
Of course, Lauda, no problem. Of course, Lauda.
Yeah, we had fun with girls and whatsoever. This I remember very well.
This would have been what, 72, 71, 72?
71, yeah. That started our kind of relationship.
Was the March 721X the worst Formula One car you ever drove?
Ever. This car was the first time in Yamaha, tested by Ronnie Peters and myself. And Robin Herd was there, I remember like it would have been yesterday. Ronnie drove the car and said, not so bad. And then I got in, and I got out and said, the biggest shit I've ever driven. It was terrible, this car. Then Robin Herd thought I was an idiot. How can I say this? No experience. And then it was very quick, proven right, especially Monte Carlo then, where this stupid car, even talented Ronnie Peters couldn't do anything.
I remember watching you in Formula 2 in 72, actually, in that March 722. That was quite a nice little car.
Yeah, it was good.
And you were quick in that. Alton Park, Mallory, you were not bad at all. You're up there with Ronnie. I mean, that must have been the first moment, I would guess, in your own life where you felt, I can do this.
Absolutely right. There was a race in Rouen, I think, where I won, blew him off, because he had a little wing in the back, and they didn't have one for me. I had the normal wing, and he made a big mistake using that little thing in the back. And they have seen the first time that I was competitive.
What about when you were racing closely with Helmut Marko in 2-litre sports cars?
Very little, because I only did one race in Salzburg. There was one race.
So it was never a fair comparison, is what you're saying?
There was a Chevron I suddenly got organized by the organizers for me. They won the race. It was quite funny.